Welcome to Settled. I'm going to do another practice tip today. I'm going to focus specifically on the financial declaration client access. And if you recall, when you have your client file set up, if you come over to this icon, and as indicate with this, if you press this, what it's going to do is it's going to take you over to the information that will be sent to a client to allow them to log in. You'll generate by sending an email to them. The client will receive an email, and then they'll be taken over to their login screen. They'll enter their username and the password that was emailed to them generated by Settled, and they'll go ahead and log in. Now, what we're going to do is the last time that we were on talking about this, the client Steve had already come in and done information, put information in that went over to the financial declaration that's set up here already. So everything that Steve entered in before has been reviewed, approved, and saved, note the green flag again, by you as the attorney. Well, so the question becomes is what happens if Steve logs back on and decides to save something? Well, let's say he gets a raise and he's now making $6,000 a month. He saves that. We'll see the total down here. But more importantly, let's say that Steve is going to view his bank account and going to make some changes to that. We have Steve scroll through to the bank account portion of his financial declaration, and any change that he makes, be it a penny, be it $10,000, or any other amount whatsoever, if Steve or the client makes changes on their form access and saves them to the system, then when you as the attorney come back onto the financial declaration page and you refresh that page, you'll note that his income changed. That will be pending for your approval. You'll simply come in, look at the income. If it meets with the standards and is acceptable, approve it and save it. And then just note on the financial declaration, anytime the client makes changes pending for approval, simply look at what's been, you can review the financial declaration, and here you can see a penny, $10,000, or a random amount. And let's just say that we don't need that penny on there, so we change that. Everything else is okay. You approve it and save it, and you have created the financial declaration, which will serve for Steve. Now, what you can do is if you go back to your Manage Client Documents page and you decide at some point that Steve doesn't need to have access anymore, all you need to do is simply stop access here, give you a check if you want to change the external access status, select it, and it is off. To reactivate it, simply click the button, and Steve will be able to once again go back in and make changes. So thanks for coming back. As always, thanks for using Settled. Keep an eye out. We're going to be posting new practice tips often. Thanks.